Hi there. Today we are going to talk about a practice that is really lovely for working on opening your heart and your hips. It is a water flow sequence that can be really good for increasing your energy level and your confidence. So when you're feeling really stuck, when you're feeling really down, maybe a little tired, and you just need a quick sequence to boost your energy levels, this is a great one for that. If this is your first video, I am Meagan Saum. I am a yoga teacher, an emotional wellness coach, and resiliency coach. I combine equine facilitated wellness work with yoga and nature-based practices with my coaching and counseling out here at my ranch, Silver Valley Ranch. I also work with clients one-on-one over Zoom and various other different aspects. And we also have leadership trainings and different retreats and things like that here as well. So that is me, and I'm excited to be here. And these videos have been super fun, and I am excited to share more with you. And so today's practice is going to boost your spirits and lift some energy and get you moving. So we're going to start in standing sequences today. And a lot of the poses that I'm putting in these videos is so that you don't have to have a lot of props and various different things to do these poses. But what I will say is that today's sequence, any of the lunging that we are going to do, please choose to either do the full expression of the lunge or kneeling. So everything can also be done on your knees. And so listen to your body and pay attention to what it needs today. And either progression or modification of those poses, really, it makes no difference whether you're kneeling or you're standing. It's just what you prefer to move your body into that day. So we're going to start in a standing and what's called a lunar mudra. And so that's our pinkies are going to be held together and our hands are here, and it's kind of really like an offering. And so when I say a lunar forward fold or a lunar mountain pose, that's what that means, is that your hands are in this type of position. Okay, so get comfortable, pick your music, do whatever you're wanting to do. Maybe you just want to watch the video, write down the sequence, and do it on your own time. All is well. I invite it all. But really coming into a place of getting into your body. In these videos, I don't spend a lot of time in meditation and body scanning and various different things. When we do sessions or classes in my studio here or elsewhere, we spend a little bit more time in those type of activities. So I would say to you, is what could you do right now to just get yourself centered or grounded, feeling more into your body space? Maybe that's just tracking your breath a couple times, or really just feeling into the environment and the room around you. And I will meet you in mountain pose. So I apologize, I have a little bit of a cold. And so if I sound stuffy or if I'm coughing, again, I apologize, but that's how it goes. The show must go on. So we're going to start in just a basic standing with our hands forward in what's called a lunar mudra. And this is where we are making the invitation to bring in our inner awareness and allow things that no longer serve us to let go. And you can literally imagine that that is happening, where you are letting go of any energy or any beliefs or stories that no longer serve you. And then you're receiving in the knowledge and the inner wisdom, the inner awareness that you know you must have in there somewhere. But accessing it today with your breath. We can do that with an Ujjayi breath, and that is where you would imagine inhaling normally and then exhaling like you're fogging up a pair of glasses or a mirror. You can can make it as audible or not as you so choose to. Cycling through a few more of these breaths. We're going to move into a heart opener. So that is taking your hands behind you and pushing down towards your hips, peeling your shoulders back, and then allowing your hands to move down your legs. Now, we don't, because we have not warmed up our back or our abdomen, we don't want to go too deep into this back bend. This is just a nice, light opening of your chest, a reminder to open your heart for today's practice. A lengthening and relaxing of the shoulders. And here we can bring our arms up and move into a crescent bend to the right and to the left. Really feeling into what rhythm or speed feels good and nurturing to your body today. And here you're going to come into a lunar forward fold. So legs shoulder width apart, back into your lunar position, and then down into a regular forward fold. This is like offering or surrendering. You need to have a slight bend in your knees, letting your head hang heavy. Inviting a revitalizing breath, coming up into standing and bringing your hands to heart center. Start to just notice the sensations of your body just as you have started to move it just a little bit. Is your heart rate starting to pick up, or do you feel any tingling throughout your arms, limbs? We're going to step out into a high lunge. Now again, this is where we can take an option coming down onto your knee or a straight leg. And we're going to revolve into our knee. And then pushing our knee away. Deepening. Flowing our back, up, down, and deepen. Arm up. If stillness suits you better here, feel free to do that. And then coming into a half splits. And here we're going to come into a flowing wide-legged squat. So that might mean for you just moving here, or it might be a very deep expression. Whichever feels really like it's creating some openness and flow within your hips. Play with the positioning of your feet. In any of these practices, I really just allow my body to just kind of experiment and explore and feel what feels like it's doing the intention of my practice, what it's leading me towards. Is it leading me towards resistance, or is it leading me towards a heart-centered calling or a goal, something that is a form of self-care for myself? Going back into lunge position. And then stepping up into the mountain pose again. And reach down into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward. We're going to come down into all fours. And then into what's called puppy pose. So your hips are going to stay over your knees. And you're going to walk your hands out until your chest meets the floor. Now from here, you can have your chin on the ground or forehead or a block under your chest, whichever feels nice to you. This is a heart-opening pose. And so we're just going to want to spend some time here. So play with the deepening and the release of this pose as you're in it. Explore this idea of when we kind of open up our hearts to a fuller maybe expression than they have been, what might come up. Maybe this is emotion or thoughts or resistance. And then as you feel like you have done some exploration within yourself in this pose, you can come back down onto your belly. And we're going to play with Cobra here. So flowing maybe to your breath. Elbows should be tucked into your sides, like you're squeezing a book. Maybe coming and twisting open to one side. Twisting to the other. From here, tucking your toes under and bringing your hips to the sky into a downward dog. Start to pedal out your legs or move your hips back and forth. Whatever feels like it feels good. Here, come up onto your toes and hop for a step forward and then come up into your standing position. And then back into your lunar forward fold. And a halfway lift. Again, this is an extended back. So you want to be squeezing your shoulder blades back. Rising all the way up, engaged back, coming into our heart opener. And here we're going to begin our sequence again. So coming into our standing mountain pose with our lunar mudra, setting the intention to let go of things that no longer serve us and bring in awareness of our inner wisdom. Just notice if anything has changed or feels different. From here, flow down into your lunar forward fold. And then with an engaged back, raise all the way back up into your mountain pose. Arms up overhead. Taking a crescent bend to your right. And then crescent to your left. Coming back down into your forward folds. Just really allowing everything to hang heavy. Your head, your arms. Deepening towards the mat, feeling yourself rocking up onto the balls of your feet. From here, you're going to step the opposite direction into your opposite lunge. So for me, stepping back, facing the opposite direction. Again, take it from the knee or standing. From here, we're going to revolve into the knee. And then play with opening and pushing away, pushing that knee away. I'll just move so you can see. So I'm just applying some pressure. And then raising up tall and opening your chest. Reaching back. Really feeling the deepening in the front of your back leg. Pushing back into the half splits. So in your half splits, if you just sit down, you might lose all of the stretch. So you want to kind of be up higher on your knee and then lean into it so that you feel it under here, into your hamstring and your calf. From here, we're going to go into those side rocking squats. And you can come right down or flow here, whichever feels good to you. Kind of like you're crawling between one and the other. I also find it feels really good to open up the chest here. So again, follow whatever path feels like it's most satisfying to you. Just playing your squat. From there, coming down onto your knees and walking your hands out into that puppy pose. Making any little adjustments you need to make to feel the depth of this posture. And again, a reminder that when you're in puppy pose, it's activating your heart center. So it might even be a good place to kind of ask your heart, is there something that it needs? Or is there something it's resisting against? And is that serving you in your current life, in your current day? As you feel complete in that posture, you can take that into a flowing cobra. So you're just going to step your legs back and so that you're onto your stomach. And then find your own natural flow. I like to cycle 3, 4, up to 6 maybe times. Just really feeling where your spine feels relief. Coming down flat, hands underneath your forehead, taking a minute to just fall into more of a relaxed state. I like to rock my hips out when I'm in this posture. And here, setting your toes under, pushing off with your arms and bringing your hips to the sky into your downward dog. Another place to experiment with flow. It might be rocking forward, back, invigorating your hips, maybe bending your knees. Just letting your body naturally dance. Stepping forward, walking forward, or jumping forward into your liver forward fold. And then bringing that upwards into your mountain pose. And chest opener. And here you get to decide if it feels right for you to end here or complete another series and move through these postures again on each side. But before you move on, just really spend some time, hands at heart center, noticing the sensations in your body. Do you feel increased energy? Do you feel like everything's starting to wake up and turn on and become active for you? Or do you feel stronger in yourself and a little bit more confident in your abilities? It might be a good indicator that this is a practice for you that could be beneficial whenever you feel stuck again. I want to thank you for showing up for yourself today in your practice. Namaste.